Hey, good morning, traders. How we doing? Getting ready for a new week, post Thanksgiving, getting into the holidays. It's been my experience that people are going to go on vacation, holiday, things like that. So you're going to see some different volatility throughout the market, especially as we get closer to the Christmas break. So just keep that in the back of your mind. And toward year end, asset managers, equity managers have to rebalance their positions, and so you see a lot of volatility on that side of things too, buying and selling going on. Just little things like that. But here's what I wanted to start with. Started with this the other day as well. I just wanted to make sure you guys understand that this is what we're looking for, right? Screenshot this. Keep it in your notes. It's the basic plan or basic setup that I work with every day to find 3-to-1 trades over and over and over and over again. And we're going to do that. So the first thing we see is an impulse leg up. So we have a price climbs out of a V. It starts to make a shelf, right? Buyers line up, or sellers line up. And then as it goes back up, it runs into sellers, and then it comes back down and it takes out the shelf. So these buyers got wiped out. There was orders right behind this here, stop orders. People, that's where their stops are. So the price wipes them out. And then price takes off again and it retests the high. This green thing here is my green zone is my, I call it the pressure cooker. People call it support. People call it resistance. For me, it's pressure cooker. Down below, it's called the kill zone. As price comes back down behind the wash, an entry will often appear. And that's where price has, these people here have lost their position. Price is taken off, and then the sellers sell it off again and pick it up at a discount only to take it up again. They're buying they're trying to get the best price they can on the price of their market price. Just like any one of us, supply and demand, it's all coming into play. But that's the essence of what it is. We have an impulse, we have a shelf, we have a wash, a retest, an entry, and then a target to get out. Now, what's great about this is that you can enter into this world at any point of the day, of your trading day, and identify where you're at in the process. And now the more you do, you're going to have to learn how to clean it up, and you'll see them in different forms. I was playing with this one earlier, where I was just, I sat back here. I can't do it now. I was just sitting here. Nah, come on. I was just sitting here looking at the market this morning. It's about 5:30, 5:45, Monday morning, California. And I just drew out the impulses that I saw, right? That's it. Okay, these are the impulses. And then you can come back and get into the nitty gritty. Now, look, I understand it's hindsight, but we got to go backward to look forward. And all you back testers out there, here you go. Let's back test this a couple of days, or you don't even need that much. And then you can start to see how this swing, this setup just plays out over and over and over again. And we have an impulse leg here coming out of this V. And we have a little shelf. We have price take out the high here, pull back down, takes out the high again, creates the wash. This red line is the swing we're trading. And so and I looked at this as the wash. Compared to this guy, it's a lot smaller. But if you're going to buy this, you want to be somewhere down here behind this guy here. And then the interesting thing is that when you look at this point over here, it lands in this wash. This is a pretty sizey wash for this time frame, right? This is pretty straight. This is pretty good amount of buyers lining up, getting ready to go. They sell it off and they buy it up again. That's why this works. It happens over and over and over and over again. So when I say you've got these steps, they're right here, right? And we're just going to go look for them so we can, attack the day with a plan rather than our feelings. Here's the monthly or the hourly, looking back over a couple of months. And we just do this just to get, what's going on. See the impulse, pulls back, impulse, little wash, impulse. It's doing the same thing, right? You could even draw across here and say, okay, I want to buy on this line because it's got sellers or buyers there. It's moving at a different pace, but the same concept applies. And really what I want to do is just make sure that I'm going with the flow, right? Price is going up. So I'm going to go up with it. So as I work through this chart, I can easily get confused by the little swings, or not confused, but, I can get wrapped into the minutia of, what is this? And then, where does the shelf really land here? Here, let me clean this up a little bit. And guys, the reason why we do this over and over and over again is because it is confusing. It's a lot of moving pieces, and we want to make sure that we understand what it is. Is your impulse leg? It pulls back down. That's a hard wash. See that big bar there? Boom. And a big hard up like that. These guys are in a hurry. And then back here you have the retest, right? So once price comes back up here, it's running into this seller and it comes back down and then it breaks through. You see that? Impulse is up, drops them down, creates this nice little wash, and then gives us a sell on or buy on the backside. And a really, 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 really easy 3-to-1 trade. You could even go 5-to-1 on this thing and probably still, there's a 5-to-1 trade right there. Now, it's not, gobs and gobs and gobs of money, but it's consistent day trading over and over and over again. Build your plan. We're building a long-term business here. And I've been at this for over a decade, and it hasn't been perfect. But the more I've cleaned it up, the more I've taken time to understand this stuff, the more I do this channel. I encourage you guys to get a channel and start talking about what it is you see and why you're making mistakes. I have been frustrated as much as the next guy because I work really hard at trying to understand this. And then you're still going to get it wrong. I'm a 30 to 40% win rate trader. I'm not bragging about that, but my 3-to-1 trades keep me in the profit. So that's how I'm able to balance this. And so I just look for these trades. This is it. I look for the impulse leg. Now, here's the question. Like, how do we know, maybe you say that's your shelf, your one little piece there, because you see this step 3 and then you see the step 4 almost in the same breath, and then it drops down into here. Now I might not catch it right at the bottom here, but my stop is going to save me. Come on, here we go. I'm going to be here. Now see how risk has changed. So maybe that makes me say something else or think about something else. I like the 3-to-1s because they're easier. There's more of them. There's more 2-to-1s. There's more 1-to-1s, obviously, but your winning percentage has to be better. So keep that in mind. But this is just easy stuff. This is, do a couple hundred of these things and you're going to start to see them real easy as they pop out, right? There's your impulse leg. See this here, this hard down here, this hard up here. That's a wash, and it's got this funky bottom down here that makes me think that, they're in a hurry to take off and they're going to, retest that area. And so I look in here, I see sellers. Now I have to pretend that doesn't exist, right? I have to pretend, I don't know anything. So I say, okay, there's the shelf, and the shelf got popped. Okay, all right, we're good. And then it goes up here. Now I'm thinking that I want to be down here with these guys. I'm going to put it on the other side, but you know what I'm saying? And that trade would put us inside of this. I like to be below some little structure if I can. There's stops right below that. And now it hits up, it's up, it's up, it's coming back. Okay, it's coming back. Okay, here we go. All right. No, it's going away. It's going up, going down. Okay, at this point, I don't really feel it. Right? We got a little retest on the backside of this thing, but I can't see that. And I'm not going to buy this high up here on the swing because those are sellers. And these sellers here are looking to crush me and you because we're, making bad decisions. I don't know. And then I look at that. Maybe that's a little, that's a little guy there. It is a little guy, but what I'm saying is that's a little shelf there you can play. I don't know. But all I can do is map out my swings, follow the impulse leg, and stick with my plan, right? Here's a wash, right? Here's a little wash right here. So we just move it on up and look for a shelf. Now, can you afford that there? That's pretty tight right there. Get a little bit lower, Maybe, okay, there you go. Right? You're in. What happens? You're out. You're out right there. See? That's why the winning percentage is not something I look at. It's because, it doesn't, I'm going to be wrong. And I accept the fact that I'm going to be wrong. And if I force it and I say, oh, I got to be right, then I'm in the wrong business. And the thing is you're probably wrong in a lot of things, but no one's, showing you every day or every minute that you made a bad decision. And, so anyhow, that one didn't work. That's all that really happened. Maybe this one works. Maybe I see the hard down, the hard up. Maybe this is a wash over here. All right. Let's see how this one works out. Right? You have all the elements. Which swing are we trading, though? That's the other question, right? If you're trading this impulse leg off of this swing here, then, right, step one, impulse. Step two, build a shelf. Right now, that's the shelf. Right there's a nice shelf. Right? Look at all those buyers. These guys get popped. Buyers, and they wash them out. Does it come back up and hit us for a retest of our high? It does. All right. I'm going to put an order in. I'm going to put an order in right here. Right there. And I'm going to be below this here. It's going. It's coming back. Oh, we're in. Ooh. I know. Okay. We're okay. Okay, good. Now, here's a decision you can make. You can say, I want to protect, this is too much for me. I'm going to go right under there. I'm not changing my target. I'm changing my risk because I don't want to, this is just too much for me. And it looks like we're starting to move on out. All right. Pulled down, going back up. Oh, okay. This doesn't look good. This really doesn't look good. And I'm out. That's 2 hits in a row on one swing. Okay, stop what you're doing. All right. There's something going on we're missing and we're not paying attention to. But we watch. How low is this going to go? Is it going to take out this guy? What about this someone over here? Remember this swing over here, this wash over here? Right? This wash over here. And I know I don't usually look left, but there's times that I want to see, because this is a hardy looking wash, right? There's a lot of buyers here, right? They spent a few little time here trying to, 9:30 to, 10, 15 minutes of buying back and forth, loading up, comes down. Ooh, coming right into okay, ooh, hard up. That's the biggest bar in all of these right here, hard up. And it goes up again, it goes up again, it goes up again. Now we've got a V, right? Now if you say, well, geez, Mike, I want to trade this swing here. Now you're looking at a different, now you have to change, and it's fine to change. Don't feel bad if you have like, oh, well, I'm not, I'm saying when you put a plan together, work the plan, but don't get all like, oh, I want to, move my stop here, do this. I mean, you protected yourself here and you got hit. That means you didn't take a full stop, There's a big difference there. That keeps you, maybe get another trade later. So now let's say we're going to do this one here. And right, this is our wash. So we come back over here. We get ready to make this our wash. And that's a big wash. Is there a shelf around here? Maybe there's a couple buyers that get cleaned out, landed there. There's a couple buyers, boom, and they get washed out. So let's use that line as our and still that's deep. That's steep. Now there's a couple things you can do from here. You can size down. You can cut that down in half. A lot of times I'll look for that piece, and I don't know how to describe it other than a reaction off the bottom, the low of the V. See, there's one here. There's this one here. There's one here. There's one here. That's kind of a weird one. And then we have that one there. It's just something that, and then on this side here, you can see that one there. It just goes up to grab as high as it can. No more orders in it. It launched up and comes back down. It's just something to notice at the bottom of a V. And the more you see it, the more it shows up. So now we're looking for this to show up here. We're trading this swing here. Come on. We're trading this swing here. We've touched and tested this high. So now we're looking for orders down here. And just for kicks and giggles, we're going to go the full. We'll do a full wash, protect ourselves. And then what we'll do is, as price moves up, if it's going our way, we'll move quickly to condense our risk like we did on the other one. So we don't have to take the full hit. This is kind of like the emergency, whoa, hit the brakes. We've screwed up. We got to, stop for the day kind of thing. But price has not come down to hit us. It's going back up. It's going back. Oh, it takes off high. And we're at 1 o'clock too, guys. So trading gets weird after a certain point. The flow, the rhythm is out of it. There's different things going on. It came down here twice. We got this twice. I'm not interested in this anymore because it's too late. But, if I see this try and then this try again, I might say I'm going to get in with these guys here. Just because I'm a little, I want to trade. And maybe I do a short one like that and say, I'm going to get behind this structure. And it's a little deeper. It gives me a little room, but I'm not taking the full hit. You see that there. Maybe you'll say, well, gee, I don't know. You kind of have to play with it a little bit. Or you just say, you know what? Hit me here. And I'm, hit me behind these guys. And yeah, there's a lot of ways to do it. There's no perfect. The only way you really know is if you take that hit down there. And you're sitting here with all these guys. You missed the trade. Right? Day's over. Okay, here's the overnights. Here's the overnights, another impulse leg, and so on and so forth. So I'm just showing you guys that this behavior happens over and over and over again. Now, what's interesting about this one is that our wash here gets fully tested on the backside, right? So we have if our order's here and our stop is down here, we survive this thing. And that's a huge, huge, jump. I like mine around, somewhere between $15 and $20 a contract is where I'm more comfortable. I would probably not even take this trade because of the size of that wash. But everything's still here, right? We have our impulse leg. We have a shelf. We have a wash. We have a retest. We have a window here. What if this was our, I can't, that's too far. That's too far. It's too far to say, okay, I'm going to get in there. Yeah, you're in, and you got a little cheddar, but you're not catching the swing. See, the whole idea is to catch the next impulse leg as it's leaving the coil. So this one's just, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. That's why we have rules for all we do. But that's a nice run, right? That works. That's a 3-to-1 trade right there, guys. But it's a huge, and the proportional to this swing, sometimes you want to. This thing isn't working. I have a button that just duplicates this stuff. There we go. Right? I'm looking for something like that. Give me another out of the impulse. Give me that, and that works. But the size of it is what's wrong. So here we are, getting ready to start our day. We took out the high. We let me just map it out. That's my pressure cooker. See how price landed on the backside of that? I don't know. Is that support or resistance? I think it's resistance going in and it's support on the backside. I don't know. I call it the pressure cooker. So that tells me something else, right? This is the swing we're trading, right? What swing are you trading? That's the question you have to always ask yourself. And it's fine to get down here and play in the little guys, but just know keep that in the back of your mind. Price is going up. Price is going up. What else? Anything else? Yeah, that thing came in here. Dude, poked the high. See? Take your money at the highs, guys. You'll always be okay with that one. All right. I think that's it. We'll talk later.